Hey guys, so today is Monday, July the 27th. I was thinking I would just share some thoughts on the whole reading rush now that I have finished it. Well, it has ended. I did not accomplish all the challenges. I basically felt like midweek, like I didn't want to be reading all the time anymore. I don't think you can actually do all the challenges whilst working 9 to 5. I wasn't, and even so I didn't read all the 7 books. I think it is a lot to read, even if you are used to reading. I'm a fast reader, but when I got to the 3rd book, like, I got stuck. Like, I wanted to do other things. I don't know, I just wasn't going as fast through the pages. I really enjoyed the books I read, but I don't think for me it's ideal like to read 7 books in a week. I think it's more like 1 book a week. I think that's a good goal for me. So I read Such a Fun Age. It was the first book I read in the reading rush. I really enjoyed it. Like, you dip your toes on the whole racism issue in the US, and but it's not just about that. In the future I do want to read more about it, but I like that this book was more, it had the whole plot to it, like a whole storyline, and it was like conversation heavy, so it was really fast to read. I liked the characters, I liked how it ended, so yeah. I won't go into too much details about the books because I don't want to give any spoilers. I think I will actually do a recap of the books I read in July, like all of them, not just the reading rush ones, so that should probably be my next video. So after that I read The Snowman, which was, I don't know if it was actually like super long or it just felt like it, because like it had a lot to it. It was a really good book. It was well written, and you could tell that the author went through the extra mile to not just give you like, oh, I'll give you one plot twist at the end. No, like it was really well made, like the way it ended. I really enjoyed it. So the other books I finished. Ready Player One. I had already watched the movie. I don't necessarily think you need to read it if you already watched the movie, but it's better than the movie. Like, you get a lot more details. Like, I felt more immersed on their universe, you know, like the Oasis. I felt more real, like reading the book rather than the movie. That was quite easy to read too. And then I finished Anne Frank's Diary. I had never read it before. I think it should be like a school reading, to be honest, because it's through the point of view of a 13/15-year-old, so it's not too heavy, but it's quite sad and really gets you. Yeah, it's a horrible thing that I think everyone has to have in mind, so that we don't get in a dark place like that again. I really enjoyed it. It was quite fast because it's like all her letters to an imaginary friend, so it's quite fast to read. It's not, you don't cringe or necessarily like sob your eyes out, but it's sad, especially in isolation, because she would say like, oh, she just wanted to go outside, you know, like see the sun and the birds chirping. And I feel like that sometimes because of the whole pandemic. Like, I will not be just outside just to go on a stroll, but the reality is like I will get to go outside again soon, you know, and they never got the chance. So yeah, it was very touching. So I also read half of The Achilles Song. I'm really enjoying the book. I had already read Troy, which is a different perspective on the events This is more like the whole story of Achilles, not just the battles or the war at Troy, I would say. It's really good. So yeah, I still have to finish Stephen King's Misery, and Then She Was Gone. I did not finish that one. It was a very hot day. I did not feel like being outside. Like my neighbors were like making noises. I also was towards the end of the week, so I did not feel like being outside and reading. Yeah, I did not feel like reading at all. Yeah, so there's a, I think it was a very positive challenge, you know, like trying to read 7 books in a week, especially if you don't read that much, because then like you realize how easy it is like to read 1 or 2 books a week. It goes by so fast, and I don't know, it's one of my favorite ways to learn, but I think 7 is just too much. Like you cannot do that and like see progress in other areas of your life, you know. Like I have not been very social because of the pandemic. Like I did not go out like all week, and during the weekend I just went to my boyfriend's. I probably would try it again next year, but I really respect who can read those 7 books in a week, because to me it was a lot. Thank you for watching.